As Ferrara sends that across, that pass is picked off, and a one-on-one with McNamee and Eichstad. McNamee holds off Eichstad and wraps it around behind CJ Mott. A wonderful individual effort. And the Cardiff Devils, just over a minute into tonight's game, have got themselves a lead. Really lovely play from the forward. And Cardiff go up in front.
McNamee there just really beats everyone for pace there. He's got Eichstad a little bit in front of him on that position, and then when he comes around the wraparound, he's just got the reach to poke it past CJ Mott and into the back of the net. 1-0 Cardiff Devils.
Sam Jardine picks up that stretch pass intended for Johnston. The Devils have broken in here. Mario Mackey's going to try on the wraparound again, and this time stopped by CJ Mott as he tried to do a Mike McNamee. Blaze played that one down the left. Then bounds out to pick it up. Read it. Gets a stick lifted. The puck will escape, and Mario Mackey leads a 3-on-2 rush. He gets it through the feet of the defenseman Clements, and unable to get a shot on goal though. The Devils will now, and they score in the slot. And the Devils double their money. And that's McNamee again, Stu, hanging around, picks up the one-timer, and what a wonderful start for Cardiff.
Nice play from the Cardiff Devils, fighting hard in and around the goal crease. Bryce Reddick working hard there, making sure that David Clements can't really get too much on it. And we see here, as the play develops from the original out, Masi Mayamaki comes in. He's kind of lost it, and then Reddick's in there just digging around, frees that puck round back to Mayamaki. And there's McNamee on the one-timer. He's got acres of space there, all he needs.
Pope gives it back to Gleason Fournier. He shoots low, padded away by CJ Mott. 30 seconds left of this Devils power play. Pope at the hash marks. The stick comes out the hand of Schistel, puts his body down. Fournier over to the hash marks. Plays down to 3.5 men here as another chance in tight. Chris Polkamp muscles his man to the ice. Riley back to Fournier. One-timer again. This time flashes wide of CJ Mott's goal. Fournier did really well to keep that one in the zone. Riley. Schistel retrieves his stick as the Devils will have one last shot here on the man advantage. The CJ Mott saves. The puck pinballs around, and the American hangs on for a whistle, and the Blaze needed that. Great offensive output for the Devils, but the Blaze, well, their number one penalty killer there was the goalie. Yeah, Sam Jardine tries to send that one to the net front, ends up going in behind. Lovely play from Jani Larkinen, and Ferrara ends up in a heap. Blaze try and bring it into the zone. Sharon Morrison gets his hands on Jani Larkinen, and again, no penalty. Well, the referees are being very laissez-faire here as Ferrara throws a hit in the corner. And the Blaze might break in here. Larkinen has Ferrara in support. Ferrara! Good pad save, bounds. And another incident off the puck. Hamanek. The noise is a cauldron here at the moment, and there is a penalty and a cross-check, and look, this is the kind of game where if the referees don't start calling penalties, the players will take it into their own hands, and Dops will have things to do.
There was about 3 or 4 shots on Luke Ferrara after he made the big hit in the corner. Whether that hit was legal, it looked a touch on the late side, and couldn't see because of down in the corner as to where the impact was. Certainly the Cardiff Devils were incensed by it. So because it wasn't called, they went after him, and that's where they've ended up. Dug in a couple of hits there. It was eventually going to come there. I mean, there was at least 2 or 3 before that could or should have been called.
Yeah, and look, this kind of, the amount of missed calls that have been, kind of on the dangerous side in the first 15 minutes of this period is why they're still fighting in hockey. You have to calm and settle this game down. You have to cause some of those, otherwise the players will fight. And they have every right to, in my opinion, Stu. So the Blaze will come out of this with a power play, and they will need a goal. And if they do get a goal, that'll be some fantastic rocket fuel for them for the remainder of this period. As Jani Larkinen goes down, but the Blaze will tap it into the empty net. And the noise in the building says it all. Evan Bludoff with a tap in. And now the Coventry Blaze have come to the party. They had an odd man down low. Nothing odd about the finish.
Man managing to take advantage of their offensive zone draw, making sure that they were able to keep the pressure on. Corcoran plays the puck around to Yanni Larkin, and again, all of the play seems to run through Larkin as he comes in, pushes it through Corcoran to Bludoff, and he's got a tap in on the back door.
Larkinen up for Drew Schistel. Gets his feet going, short side. Oh, that came off the arm, and there's going to be a big penalty. Jardine wiped out the feet of the skipper, and Coventry will go on the power play. Let's just see what happened here, Stu, as Morrison throws the lumber. Jardine's trying to block the passing lane, and, well, that could have been a lot worse than it was. Yeah, it's dangerous for both players. You know, the way Schistel's going, he could end up colliding awkwardly with the boards, and, you know, if Drew tries to maybe jump or avoid, you know, his blades are in and around Jardine's body, and it's not a nice place to be, as Bentivolio's going to get a breakaway. In with Corcoran with a wonderful poke check. Charles Corcoran caught up with Bentivolio, and CJ Mott didn't have to do a thing. Venus out in front, oh, and a swing and a bit of a miss from Matt Polkamp. Blaze still have it though. Johnston thought about the wraparound, hangs on, gets out in front to Polkamp. Oh, he missed it. Blaze still have it though. Schistel shoots, good save, Bounds, rebound still there. And Ben Bounds came up with some big stops in that sequence. Devils toss it into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage. Wowzer! Your CJ Mott's been the Blaze best penalty killer by far so far tonight. Ben Bounds was just the Devils. Left behind by Joey Martin, a rare error from the Cardiff Devils captain. His Corcoran, his opposite number, charging down the right-hand side. Little stop and go, chance, Bludoff. Oh, a great save, Bounds again. And he's really come to the table with all of his skills tonight, Ben Bounds.
Great work by Evan Bludoff. He's kind of making sure there's a bit of a gap there between him and the defenseman so that he can take that shot off. But there's not really enough traffic in front of Ben Bounds there to really obstruct his vision or bother him too much. He's got a good sight of that shot,
yeah.
And it's a comfortable save in the end for him.
It's a nice play. It was very clear, you know, the first 10 minutes of the game. Blaze really did struggle to come out the gap. I know I don't want to flog a dead horse, I've said it a few times, and the Devils were able to take advantage. Since then, the Blaze have shown they can match this Devils team. But can they beat this Devils team? As Schistel jumps over the man on a breakaway. He has his stick taken away. The net comes off its moorings, and Drew Schistel is not a happy bunny. He suspects that was an illegal impediment.
Let's take another look at that one again. I'm not entirely sure there, but there's a great bit of skating there to jump and take the advantage. He's got Mayamaki on the left-hand side. I don't think he's been impeded there.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If anything, it's the extra man that comes in, dives to take the puck off his stick cleanly.
Yeah.
Ferrara on the stick of Larkinen. Corcoran. Good play from the Blaze here. Hashi fakes, feeds Bludoff. Blaze need to kind of get a little set here, and they do. Hashi drives, good blocker save, Bounds. Ferrara halfway through this power play. Blaze swarming, and a good save, Bounds off Larkinen short side. Blaze regained the puck. Bludoff's battling in front with Morrison. Ferrara finds Hashi ahead of Luke Ferrara again. Somehow these two are able to keep that puck and keep it in the zone. Puck comes off Bludoff in front. Hashi, this is a war. Luke Ferrara, one time, attempted by Hashi, and Ferrara buries it! The league leading goal scorer simply cannot miss. And Coventry have tied it. And look at the big grin on Feds' face. Wowza, what a game this is, Stu.
Justin Hashi there faked out pretty much everybody in the rink. Everyone expected him to go for the big shot. He's had success with it, but instead he knocks it back to Ferrara. Ferrara turns, puts one straight down the middle past Ben Bounds to tie it up.
Look off the half wall. Schistel mops up. Inside the last 2 minutes of the second. Puck comes off David Broll. Reddick tries to escape behind the goal. Venus takes it away. Venus in front. Lawrence a swing and a miss on the one-timer from the big former Boston University man. Blair Riley's come the other way. Shoots. Oh, it came off CJ Mott and then off the side netting. 90 seconds to go. Riley to the point. Oh, it got behind Reddick. Keeps it in the zone though. Chris Polkamp couldn't reel that puck in. Martin. Danger here for the Devils. Riley battling with Lawrence in front of the net. Reddick into the corner. Devils look very comfortable here. McMonagle shoots up high. Mott grabs it. Oh, there's going to be an incident. A Devils forward tried to take the eyes of CJ Mott away as the play was being whistled, and he collided with the American. He's okay, and I'm glad about that.
Yeah, that's the main thing there. It was very much collision with the netminder as he came forward, bumping in front of the net.
Yeah, the literal sense of the word. As that's chipped in behind the goal line again, McNamee sends it towards the net. CJ Mott didn't see it, I don't think, as the defenseman took his eyes their way. But, oh, the Blaze have jumped on a 2-on-1. Corcoran to the back door! Oh, Bludoff couldn't find the finishing touch. A diving Ben Bounds, and, well, Evan Bludoff has one big goal tonight. Very nearly had a second. As Hamonic mops up the loose stuff. Shoveled in by Charles Corcoran. Blaze will change. We'll get that unit out there pretty quickly as Eichstad back in his own zone. Good feed across to Curran. Curran, oh, a great feed from him. Corcoran drives up high. Good save from Ben Bounds. Right up at the tippy tops of his shoulders as Fournier fans on it. Oh, a big fan from Fournier, and the Blaze are going to break here, or are they? Polkamp under some pressure, chips it in. Morrison into the corner. Long pass picked off by Eichstad. Polkamp of the Matthew variety finds Corcoran of the Charles variety, and he finds the net! Charles Corcoran bores a hole through Bounds, and the Blaze halfway through the third have got themselves the lead for the first time tonight. 3 unanswered goals, and Chucky chucks a puck behind the Devils' number 1.
Charles Corcoran there coming straight in, takes the direct shoot, takes the shot on Ben Bounds. Possibly one that you'd expect Ben Bounds to stop as well. We'll get another look here. As he comes across the line, just really goes direct. Maybe a touch of a screen there, but Bounds gets a piece of it and then it just bobbles across the line.
Oh my goodness. 1 minute and, well, the power play clock's still ticking up, excuses. 1 minute 25 here at the Skydome. We'll get replay. Rob's fingers working on that one as the Devils break into the zone. They might have a chance here. Good save. CJ Mott up high on Riley. Oh, there's a big hit by Schistel in the corner. Shot comes in and a big shot from the point. Fournier ties it up at 3. A big low blast through a sea of bodies. And that is a big goal from a big game player.
Big goal indeed for the Cardiff Devils. The power play was sooner or later going to work. It's the league's best at 28%, so 1 in 3 chances now this evening is about right. Fournier, just a big blast there. Traffic in front of CJ Mott. It's a good goal for the Cardiff Devils.
Corcoran and Haddad for the, and Martin for the face-off. Big hit from Bludoff. Blaze might have one more shot here. Hashi sensibly sends it around the boards. Evan Bludoff will see us into overtime. Both teams thoroughly deserving a point here.
Yeah, thoroughly deserving a point. And the Blaze now managed to extend their streak. 13 games in regulation, undefeated now for the Coventry Blaze. And they'll look to see between them and the Cardiff Devils who can take that extra point this evening. I have to say, I really should start recording my son on the car before games.
Oh yeah.
Because he said it's going to be 4-3 in overtime.
Nice. Well, he's not wrong, is he? Now, did he specify to which team that would be?
He did.
Are you going to hold that one close to your chest for now?
He predicted it would be a win for the Cardiff Devils.
Anyway, Gleason Fournier remaining out there with Riley and Martin's got his feet moving here. His shot comes in, glove save. Excuse me, that's McNamee as Johnston and Hashi collide. Andrew Johnston showing no ill effect after the big hip check right at the end of regulation. Devils come into the zone with Joey Martin. Riley on the backhand. The stick lifted by Johnston. Martin drifts to the net front. Fournier offers his stick. Riley spinning away from Johnston. Devils will put Mark Richardson out there. Mark Richardson will immediately get into the zone. Blair Riley with a one-timer. Wow! What a way to finish. The righty rifled it past CJ Mott. And the Devils take the extra point in overtime. And Isaac was correct.
Yeah, well done, son.
And Andrew Lord down on the bench, Stu, is fists in the air. He is loving it. As Riley, fists in the air, loves it on the ice.
Yeah, big shot from Blair Riley there, right into the back of the net. Gets his stick down, winds up, takes all of it.
What a game.
What the organised presentations coming up next.